Do they tend to stick with the kind of same stuff that works for them, or do they throw a lot of different looks in terms of the back end for your quarterbacks?
I think from what I've seen for the most part, they do what they do, and which I got a lot of respect for. I think that's kind of what we believe in as well. Is do what you do and do it at a really high level, and that seems to be what they do as well. And so when that's the case, I think it comes down to executing and the most exciting team to play. That's going to be our challenge. Like I said, we got to play really hard, play at a high level, and go execute.
We haven't talked to you since the quarterback depth chart was settled. What was the deciding factor for you with Jackson and Miller?
I think, like we talked about before, is just in 11-on-11 drills, you need to move a little more with Jackson there. But I think that they both play at a really high level. Even since then, we've continued to give Miller some reps, and he's probably had his best couple weeks of practice, or best week of practice since then. And that speaks volumes about him and just him staying locked in and preparing the right way and continue to compete. And I think that's the key. But both talented guys, different players, and bring different things to the offense, but have both done a really good job. And like I said, even this last week, or today was one of Miller's better days of the whole since he's been here. And so that's, like I said, speaks volumes about him continuing to compete, continue to take right.
So San Jose State has no game film on you guys, but they've played a game. Where do you come out on advantage, disadvantage in those scenarios?
It's hard to say. I think that I'm a big guy on reps, so I like experience. But again, I think there's a lot of they don't have tape on us, but they do have a game and they have a few more practices. But once you kind of get into the season and get rolling, again, I think it all comes down to just doing what you do and doing it at a high level. And I'm excited for the opportunity to do that this week.
How many receivers do you anticipate getting the ball in the action?
How many what?
Receivers?
Do I anticipate what? I'm sorry.
To play Saturday?
I think we'll roll more than probably in the past, just because I think that kind of where we are and the where we are with our guys, that fits us more. You know what I mean? And when I played at Tech, it was more kind of like this, where we did roll more guys. In the past couple of years, we've had an upper echelon that was really special, and right now I think we've got a lot of guys playing at a high level, at a really similar level. And so because of that, I think we'll be able to keep them fresh and roll guys and have confidence in those guys to make plays.
Manjack was putting on a show in one-on-ones today. What's he showing you this preseason?
Manjack's he's been a fun guy to coach, and he just has a knack for being good at football. You know what I mean? And there's something to be said for that. And he does a lot of things well. He understands football. He understands running routes. But more than anything, I think he just enjoys playing and plays at a high level every single day. And that's the key to this game. Be consistent and do your job over and over and over at a high level. And I think the more comfortable you get, I think the higher level you play, because you can relax and try some things. And like today, he ran that one route and in one-on-ones was a great route. Almost made a guy fall down. But I think it's just because he's playing with confidence, and that's just kind of his natural demeanor. So.
What's been your assessment of Cortland and Jonah this preseason?
They're really good. They're doing a lot of good things. And like I said, you give those guys a couple more years, those are guys that are going to be really, really good football players. And, I mean, they already are. And, we need them to play at a high level. But those two guys, like I said, for them to just be freshmen playing at the level they're playing is really impressive. And so I think they're going to do nothing but grow as the season goes on, as the years go on, because those two guys work really hard and do things right. They're very coachable. They want to do things exactly the way you coach them. And because of that, they'll be, like I said, they'll just continue to grow and get better and better every week and get better and better every year. And we're going to look up and have two really special linemen here for a long time.
How confident are you in the run game at this point, now that you've got camp, everything's behind you, and you're heading into game week?
Yeah, we feel really good about it. And we got a lot of guys that need touches in that room. And so that's going to be key, is to get the ball in those. I think our job always is to try to get the ball in your playmakers' hands with space. And so we got guys in that room that need touches, and try to get them in space with the football and let them just go be them.
What is Taj's best quality?
He
attribute?
just runs hard every snap. You know, I mean, like, and no matter what he's running, if it's a slant, if it's a hitch, if it's a go, it all looks the same coming off the ball. He has one speed, you know, and it's fast. And so, because of that, he gives himself a chance to get open every single route because he plays fast, and that's something that, you know, we harp to those receivers a lot is, hey, just dig off the ball, play fast, and you know, he's a great example of that. If you want to see what it looks like, watch Dodgers routes most of the time. He can start, he can stop, and he plays fast. So that's what he does well.
I know you've been impressed with Drake London for a while, but any aspects like technically in his game that he's really taken up a level coming into this season that maybe we can't see necessarily?
I don't know if he's taken a level up of anything, but I think he's been able to, you know, just show his route running ability is a little better right now. Partially because we got him, you know, playing outside more than what he did last year, and so with that, you know, I think you're able to see his ability to, you know, to be that big and then still be able to, you know, get in and out of breaks and stop and start and stuff like that. It's rare to have a guy that size that can do that, and so you know, I think that I don't know if he's necessarily got better at it. He probably has as time has gone on, not just because naturally you get better and better as you get more reps and as you become a, you know, more experienced player. But he's definitely been able to. You've been able to see it more this camp, but just because of the position we put him in.